nobody running off, rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law, I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole crowd selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Mixon with a first down carry. Down to the 42, second down. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Mixon pushing through the contact. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on first and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's get that touch.
Here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff. You go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it?
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points up. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Cheating? You talking about cheating?
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Fields this way up at the 17.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's good.
That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's in for the score.
I earned that.
Continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? You actually watch and see what actually happens. Like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're into a double team, and it's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. He's to the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing the will. These defenses have become really powerless to stop, and that's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got to 7.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. 3rd and 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
On 2, ready?
11, 12.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson. Up and good. That makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hurts. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Oh my fucking god. I'm so sorry.
The
The CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with a scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Now Hurts going to move him around. He'll buy some time right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hurts to throw. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they don't want to clinch a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a run is on here in this 1st half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st down, Hurts. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is...
And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to...